Example 3 in section 2.4 deals with writing equations in standard form with integer coefficients. Let's talk about the first part. Standard form. Standard form, as I have mentioned earlier previously, of linear equations is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are filled in numbers. Most important, the x variable and the y variable are both on the same side of the equal sign. That is standard form of a linear function. Now, it also says we need integer coefficients. If you remember from Unit 1, the set of integers are all counting numbers, both positive and negative. No fractions. And that's going to be very important when we get to the end of these problems. If you need to pause the video or copy those notes down, please do, and then I'm going to forward it, and we're going to do example 1 together. All right, example number 1. The goal is to write the equation in standard form using integer coefficients. Here's our problem. Y equals 3/4 x minus 5. No, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm going to erase that. I'm going to start over. I want to do a different one for you. Looking at the wrong problem. Y equals negative 2/3 x minus 4. Hopefully you recognize this is in slope-intercept form. Y equals the m value is negative 2/3 x, and then the b value is negative 4. I need to get this in standard form, and from the prior slide, which I'm going to go back to here, the prior slide, we need to get the x and the y on the same side of the equal sign. Very simply, I'm going to draw the balance scale line, and I'm going to take the x value, or the x term, and move it to that side. It says negative 2/3 x, therefore I'm going to add 2/3 x to both sides. And these will cancel, and if I write this in alphabetical order, I have 2/3 x plus 1y equals negative 4. We have now written it in standard form because the x and the y are on the same side of the equal sign. There's one problem left. They expect us to write it with integer coefficients, and I have a problem because right there I've got a fraction, 2/3. I don't like that. Well, very simply, in order to change that fraction and get rid of it and write everything with integers, I'm going to put brackets around the entire equation, and I'm going to multiply the entire equation by the denominator of the fraction. So I'm going to multiply the entire fraction by 3, and I'm going to distribute. So 3 times 2/3 x, the 3's will cancel, and I will get 2x. I have to take 3 times the positive y, which will make plus 3y, equals, and I have to take the 3 times the negative 4, which equals negative 12. And there is my final answer of my equation in standard form. And if you notice, it now has all integer coefficients, all counting numbers. And coefficients mean the numbers in front of the variable. So there we go. That's the procedure. Now I would like you to do example 2. Again, the goal is to write in standard form with integer coefficients. Your problem is y equals 5/4 x plus 3. Stop the video at this time and work this one out. All right, hopefully did the balance scale. It's positive 5/4, so I'm going to minus 5/4 x to both sides. These will cancel. I get negative 5/4 x plus 1y equals 3. At this point, again, as we've talked about in class, this negative sign goes with the 5, so all I need to do is multiply the entire equation by 4. 4 times negative 5/4 x is negative 5x. 4 times positive y is plus 4y. 4 times the answer 3 is plus 12. And that is my equation in standard form with integer coefficients.